This is your favorite curator, the digital collectible curator, and MadLads, they're fucking mad. Let's just call it like it is, right? Today in this video, we're going to cover MadLads capitulation because boy, oh boy, did expectations did not quite meet reality, right? So we're gonna dig into like what happened, why it went the way it went, right? Like some reactions and like how the community is doing right now. Just like a little spoiler alert here, they're not doing well. First off, it sucks for anyone being here, right? Let's just call it like it is. Like we are purists within like Solana NFTs. We want like everyone within like Solana NFTs to actually like do well. But fact is, at the end of the day, as you see here clearly, at the end of the day, it's all about the art, right? So what happened? First off, where do you think we are? On the market psychology chart, right? Like keep that in mind as we read through some of the reactions, right? So first of all, we're reading on Twitter that Backpack launches BP token spark MadLads holder backlash. TLDR, a lot of people thought they would get like huge airdrops, right? I've read something to where like people actually like expected like 100K airdrop, something like that. Fast forward to reality, MadLads holders only received $200, right? And people are not happy, right? So if we're looking at like the announcement, fuck it. Like I'm looking at like the MadLad channel. Fuck it, MadLads allocation now live for lads already linked to Backpack Exchange, not linked yet. Fucking do it. And your allocation will be available to claim on Backpack's next region opening. Now let's scroll down to the comments. After 3 years of staking, I received $200. It's fantastic. LMAO, why the hell did we accumulate gold and silver points for years if holding time did not count? Embarrassing. What about those from the UK? Thanks for the $150 after staking for 3 years and getting lectured on loyalty. No multiplier for holders since mints. Where's the loyalty element? Not every NFT buyer is a trader, by the way. Luck vesting is a good reward. Loyalty holder, not completely ignore them. I mean, people are not happy, folks. Let's just call it like it is, right? This is like the reaction which I dug into, which stood out to me the most, right? And I think this is like probably the reaction which is like the best reflection of what the sentiment and what the like the status of the sentiment within like the entire community is like right here, right now. One of the biggest scams lately, Backpack. I've been holding MadLads for 2 years, bought at 8K, now it's worth 1K. But the team hasn't been holding MadLads for 2 years. They kept saying our priority is the Backpack Exchange and pushed it to the background. By the way, shout out to Eric Whitney. Thank you for the write-up. I'm using it to react in this video. They focus on the exchange, spend all the resources on it, and turn it into years of farming. The result, disappointment. BP is worthless. Everyone is at a loss. MadLads holders were already fucked. Only 1% of the token allocation to holders. That equals around 1K BP. Probably not even worth $100. Armani Farmani, fuck the community first. Now we fuck the users too. Thanks for playing. I mean, then we have like some Ethereum individuals basically just like piling onto this, right? Like Not a single Solana NFT collection, floor price above 2K USD. Read that again. No NFTs will exist outside of Ethereum. I mean, like, I definitely do not agree with that, first and foremost. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm seeing a lot of like capitulation, anger. I think like that's kind of it, right? Like, I think it's fair to say that expectations were definitely not matched, right? And I think it's fair to say that like people are just like so eager to get out at like any price right here, right now. Um, I mean, people have just been dropping them like no tomorrow. It should be said though that um, first of all, right, like you can basically like treat this like above always. Like if you're there and you kind of were speculating on to get your uh, um big airdrop based on like the backpack exchange. I mean, like that's a gamble, right? Like in hindsight, it is like a gamble. Um, I'm not sure to what extent things were promised or were not promised, but if anything, it seems like expectations were not met at all. I do believe that like backpack or like MadLads more so have been like extremely focused on like airdrops, etc., etc. And I mean, from the art perspective, the art did not change, right? I mean, like more than anything, they still got like a airdrop of like $200, which is not a whole lot. I get that, and especially if people bought at like the point of um um mints, right? Like again, like people lost funds. It's never fun. Yada yada yada. But we're here, right? So like, how will you treat that? Will you think this as a opportunity to actually just like get some MadLads? Like this might be your chance to get in, right? Or are you so fed up with um Armani Ferenti or Ferrente? I don't know, guys. I've read Farmani Ferrente. Um, are you pissed off? Are you mad, for lack of a better term? Are you mad at Farmani, right? Or would you more so like consider this to be a great kind of opportunity to get yourself a MATLAB? Because like, I mean, if we're just like digging through the sills, right? The volume, and let's take a look at like the volume in like the past 7 days. Like it should be, I mean, like this is some crazy volume at the end of the day, right? This is some insane volume, and like it's not from people buying it. Like it's definitely people selling at like these prices, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what the space is going to develop like, right? Like last but not least, I should actually, where do I have this one? Let me just like find this one. Because like obviously with the way things are going right now, they're kind of tied to a token, right? So we're gonna see what this is gonna look like in like the next little bit, right? Right now, the backpack exchanges or like the backpack token is trading at what, like not even like a 50 million valuation, which is not like a whole lot. I mean, MATLADs are mad. Kind of to be expected, right? Like folks, like I'm not written in the stars for for the lack of better terms, right? But I'll tell you this much, like still great art. I do kind of feel like they're still like one of like the premier NFTs, right? And like I'll tell, like from my own experiences, like people are starting to buy MATLADs at like these kind of prices actually, right? Like I've seen like many collectors actually like stepping in, like both DGOTs, both rogues, both like whatever, right? Like I've seen many collectors actually like looking to buy this rather to be a seller, but like it does seem that like that's not like the MATLAB community themselves right here right now, right? So like the next coming while is going to be like super interesting to follow. Let me know what you guys think, right? Like, do you think Farmani should get like a lot more hate? Do you feel like this might be like the very bottom of that MATLADs? Do you think like this is just the start and they're gonna shit the bed for like the next coming while? I mean, like we see like some Ethereum whales definitely being happy for like Solana not performing all too well, but you know what? Like it's not like they're doing any better, right? Um, we Solana people, we gotta like hold tight, right? We gotta support like each other's communities at the end of the day, because fact is, folks, we're on this together, right? I think like we can quite literally all win here. Some of this art looks still very, very, very good, right? And maybe like Armani can like turn things around to like Farmani. Farmani can turn back things around to Armani. Um, let's see, right? Interesting times in like the NFT landscape. We might be like closer to a bottom than we're aware of. Um, at the very least, this is not what the top looks like, right, folks? So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know on like whether I missed anything on like the MATLADs issue, and let's go from there. I'm purring out. See you soon.